For Trump, it's about being credible as president. For Hillary Clinton, it's about being relatable.
In less than an hour, the face-off ignites between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. There's a lot on the line, and we have all the details. The Backstreet Boys are making their way back to the stage. They're making the Planet Hollywood Hotel in Las Vegas their new home. Cal State Fullerton is ranked one of the top universities in the nation. The programs and degrees that the university offers have also received high honors. These top stories and more. OC News starts now. Welcome to OC News. I'm Robert Cavazos.
And I'm Jillian Salas.
OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
We are just 1 hour away from the highly anticipated debate between the two presidential candidates, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. The televised event is expected to be one of the most highly rated television shows in recent history, with as many as 100 million Americans tuning in.
And there is a lot riding on the performance of the candidates tonight, considering they are neck and neck in the polls. Cal State Fullerton is hosting a viewing party for students and staff in the Titan Student Union. Our own James Wallace is there live with his report. James?
Young voters are expected to play a critical role in the upcoming presidential election. We talked to some students at CSUF who are attending the debate party here at the TSU Underground.
Yeah, I think Hillary just needs to maintain her presidential, persona, and not start bickering with Donald, which I think a lot of people are going to be expecting, and just kind of wanting that entertainment factor that Donald usually brings. But I think as long as Hillary just maintains her composure, she'll keep that persona that people like about her.
What do you think Hillary should do tonight for people to just declare her just flat out like she was the winner?
I definitely think that she should talk about his taxes and be like, why are you hiding it from us? And I feel like he's kind of making up a lie just so he can hold something back. But I feel like that'd be a good, bring something up with that. That'd be interesting.
Maybe I feel that he should represent the minorities more and just really try to listen to their needs as well. It would help him a lot.
So those are just some of the opinions from the students here that are going to watch the debate tonight, and it is very anticipated, so a lot of people will definitely be watching. Back to you guys in the studio.
We are just 1 hour away from the highly presidential candidates. Dottie Leal has more on the story.
Young voters are expected to be a critical part of the upcoming presidential election. We talked to some students at Cal State Fullerton who are attending the debate party here at the TSU Underground. Thank you, James, once again. Okay, the debate is at 6 o'clock tonight, and okay, everybody is talking about tonight's presidential debate. That is set to happen between Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton and Republican candidate Trump. The debate will be broadcast live at 6 o'clock at Hofstra University in Long Island, New York. This will be the first of 3 debates Clinton and Trump will be facing often, and viewership is estimated to be reaching 100 million. And the debates, whether they'll make a difference in voter decisions, that's up for grabs. According to Reuters and an Ipsos poll, 50% of likely voters said that the debates will help them decide which candidate to vote for. This could be critical for either candidate as the race tightens to a near deadlock. The latest CNN poll of polls, which averages 5 major national surveys, finds Hillary in the lead by 2 points, with likely voter support with Trump at 42%. Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson has 8% of support, and Green Party candidate Jill Stein comes in with 2%. In another poll by Bloomberg, Trump's support surges to the lead, 2 points ahead of support for Clinton at 43% to 41%, and Stein coming up to 1 point. The majority of Americans say that they are unhappy with the 2 presidential choices and have little hope on how either of the candidates will perform. according to a new poll released by Associated Press NORC Center of Public Affairs. Clinton and Trump are said to be the least popular presidential candidates in history, and as the debate looms near, the speculation of the topics that the debate will cover is also becoming more of a concern. Nearly 2/3 of the surveys taken by in the earlier survey expressed their unhappiness with the little focus either candidate has spent talking about issues that they feel are important, such as immigration and the economy, and healthcare, social security, and terrorism. The debate. Recent controversies plaguing both campaigns have also left the coveted millennial voters in a state of doubt, skepticism, and general distrust towards both candidates and the voting system.
I did not send classified material, and I did not receive any material that was marked or designated.
With the private email server scandal marring Clinton's campaign and Trump's charity slush fund controversy, millennials are leaning towards the third-party candidates this election. That concludes today's politics. Back to you guys.
2 men and a 17-year-old girl are behind bars in connection with the murder of 3 adults in Fullerton. The bodies were discovered inside a home in the 400th block of South Gilbert Street in Fullerton Saturday morning. According to the OC Register, a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old, whom are said to be the victim's daughters, were found unharmed in the home when police arrived, but the eldest daughter, Caitlin Yost, went missing for a day after the homicide. Police say Caitlin has been found and is unharmed, but officials say laws prevents them from saying if Caitlin is the girl who was arrested. The 2 men in custody are 21-year-old Josh Acosta of Fort Irwin and 25-year-old Frank Felix of Sun Valley. Police are still searching for the motive, but these killings are said to be not random, and the victims knew their attackers. Fullerton Police Sergeant John Radis said that the bodies were found with significant signs of trauma. The victims are identified as 34-year-old Chris Yost, 39-year-old Jennifer Yost, and 28-year-old Arthur William Boucher. Anyone with information is urged to call the Fullerton Police Department.
It's 100 degrees outside on campus. How long will this heat last? John Carcio has the answer. John?
Yeah, thank you, Jillian. It's absolutely scorching outside, just pretty unbearable if you ask me. Right now, the temperature is at 104 degrees. The high today was 108, but later tonight it will cool down to 71, so it'll be a lot better at night. And of course, this humidity is a bit low at about 10%, so got that dry heat going on, and that's the reason why it's going to feel a lot hotter than it really is here. Heat waves have just stormed across really all of Southern California as well, and we are seeing record-breaking heats going on. So make sure you guys stay hydrated, stay inside, stay cool, crank up that air conditioning. At least for today, it's going to be super duper hot. Wait, there's graphic? Anyway, so as you can see right here, because of these dry heats, you look at here, these purplish pink spots, red flag warnings have been issued by officials, and they've taken over the San Gabriel Valley and Santa Clarita, San Fernando, all that. Santa Ana's are kicking in at an all-time high. Wind gusts are up to 15 to 30 miles per hour. And, on top of all this dry heat, humidity, it's really just a telltale sign for wildfire. So definitely on high alert over that. Of course, we had last month, we had the Blue Cut Fire in San Bernardino Valley. It burned over 100 homes, over 360,000 acres. Thankfully, this weekend, no signs of fire whatsoever. And we're going to take a look nationally, again in LA, 104 degrees, up in San Francisco, 78 degrees, much nicer there. And the East Coast, beautiful weather up there, New York and Washington, D.C., 70 degrees. and just absolutely beautiful weather there in the East Coast. Going down south, Orlando, we got 74, and Miami in 87. Right now going down there, got a lot of heavy rains and thunderstorms going on. If you guys caught the LA Rams game yesterday, there was that big delay at the end of the game there due to those heavy rains and lightning storms. And we're going to take a look at the rest of the week. Great news. It's going to cool down dramatically tomorrow. The high 96, the low of 70. Again, super hot still, but a lot better than today. And it's just going to keep getting better throughout the week. Wednesday, 90. Thursday as well as 90. And up until the weekend, we're going to get down to the low 80s once again. So going to be a lot nicer weather for this weekend.
Cal State Fullerton recognized as one of the best schools nationwide.
Vin Scully has retired after being the Los Angeles Dodgers voice for 67 years.
And the Backstreet Boys are back. Stay tuned for more in OC News.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Love is kind. Love is patient.
LA Dodgers announcer Vin Scully has retired after 67 years, and 2 athletes passed away this last weekend. Rebecca Vasquez has more on the story.
Thanks, Julian. We start this week with men and women's soccer. The Lady Titans were on the road this weekend playing against UC San Diego. The only goal of the game came at the 84th minute. The Titans fell 1-0. The men's soccer team was at home this weekend playing UOP. After a tough game, the Titans could not pull through and lost 2-0, making the record 4-5. Moving on to hockey, the Titan ice hockey team opens up the season playing their rivals Long Beach State. The game will follow the Ducks and Kings preseason game Wednesday night at Staples Center. The full schedule is now available on their Facebook. Keeping with the theme of hockey, the World Cup of Hockey made its return for the first time since 2004. Gameplay started on September 24th with pool play and is now down to the final 2 teams. We pick up the game 3.5 minutes into overtime. Kopitar of the Team Europe passes it to Tartar, who gets it passed behind the crease over to Zuccarello, who passes it back to Tartar, who kicks the puck to gain control and is able to poke it past Lundqvist, who lost his stick. Celebration ensues for Team Europe. Team Europe will play Canada in the best-of-3 series starting tomorrow night. We start in the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 out with a runner on first and 3-1 count. Corey Sager rips one down the right field line, sending Justin Turner home and tying the game. At the top of the 9th, Colorado is able to regain the lead with 2 outs and a 1-2 count. Dahl hits his sweet spot of his bat and sends it out to right center, making it 3-2. Now to the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. Sager rips it to the right field, but this time it's gone. The game is tied once again, sending the game to extra innings. Bottom of the 10th with 2 outs, Charlie Culberson sends it to the left field and out, giving the Dodgers the division title once again. The crowd goes crazy and the celebration begins. Vin Scully called his last game at Dodger Stadium Sunday afternoon. The Sports World lost.
Swung on a high fly ball to deep left field. The Dodgers looking crazy. Would you believe a home run? And the Dodgers have clinched the division and will celebrate on schedule.
The Sports World lost 2 people in a short amount of time. Jose Fernandez, who was just 24 and a star pitcher for the Miami, lost his life on September 25th in a boating accident off the coast of Miami Beach. Along with Fernandez, golfing great Arnold Palmer died Sunday at the age of 84. Reporters say Palmer died from heart complications. The two will be greatly missed in the world of sports. On the lighter side of sports, the Saints and Falcons take the field tonight for Monday Night Football. The Saints are looking to get their first win of the season. That's going to be all from the world of sports. I'm Rebecca Vasquez. Back to you, Robert and Jillian.
Cal State Fullerton was recently given a national ranking. Taryn Martinez spoke to students on campus about how they felt regarding this new statistic.
Cal State Fullerton has been named one of the top national universities, and not many students have been informed.
I'm not too surprised because the students here are rather intelligent and there's a large demographic, but I am proud for them.
In addition to being ranked number 1 in California for the number of degrees awarded to Hispanic students, Cal State Fullerton is also ranked 4th in the nation for the number of degrees awarded to minority students in general.
I feel proud to be in a university with so many different backgrounds and ethnicity because it shows that our college is very diverse, and that's what I really like about this university.
Many of the academic programs here at Cal State Fullerton are among the top programs in the nation that have awarded Hispanics with degrees. While some students here at Cal State Fullerton are barely learning of this new statistic, other students are happy and proud to be attending the university while it has been honored with this title.
I'm actually really proud because I'm first generation graduating from here this year, and I'm so excited. My family is actually so proud of me, and I'm so happy to be at this school.
For those who already know, Cal State Fullerton is well known for its business program. However, it also ranks in the top 10 for other academic programs such as journalism. For OC News, I'm Taryn Martinez.
The Magnificent Seven was released this weekend and grossed $35 million. Kate Middleton's sister's iCloud was hacked, and Las Vegas has had a big night with the Backstreet Boys. Sharia Arias has more.
This weekend, the Wild West took over Hollywood's theaters, with The Magnificent Seven killing the box office this weekend while grossing in over $30 million in domestic sales, $35 million to be exact. The Western film remake, directed by Antonio Fuqua, stars notable actors such as Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt. The 1960 remake takes us into the Wild West thrilling plot when Bartholomew Bagu, played by Peter's Saragard, takes over the city of Rose Creek and slaughters all of the locals. According to the New York Times, The Magnificent Seven cost MGM over $90 million in production. In other news, iCloud hackers are at it again, but this time it's not just any iPhone. It's Princess Kate Middleton's sister, iCloud Pipa Middleton. After the account was hacked, police officers were able to arrest the 35-year-old man who officials say was residing in central England. According to CNN, the man was arrested after computer misuse offense. After committing the offense, the hacker requested a minimum of £50,000 with 48 hours. Luckily, he was caught before any more damages was done. This is not the first time that hackers have gotten their hands on celebrity photographs. It's official. You guys, they're back together. Now, I'm not talking about Brangelina. I'm talking about the biggest boy band of all times, the Backstreet Boys. The group was announced they will be returning on stage to perform its larger-than-life residency for a total of 18 days at the Axis at Planet Hollywood's Resort and Casino. Although they're scheduled to begin performances starting March 1st, 2017 throughout July 1st, tickets have been on sale as of October 1st. Band member Kevin Richards said, "It's going to be an amazing, energetic, fun party," end quote. And who can say otherwise? Since Vegas is slowly becoming a popular music destination for us millennials after 90s pop stars such as Britney Spears and J-Lo have taken over the Vegas Strip. Well, that's all that we have for entertainment today. Back to you guys.
Cal State Fullerton students and alumni have found the perfect place to distress during a busy semester. We have more after the break.
I'm one unlucky guy. The chance of being involved in a robbery is 1 in 757. The chances of being struck by lightning 1 in 750,000.
Please fasten your seatbelts for unexpected turbulence.
The chances of being a victim in an airline crash? 1 in 29 million. Hey, could I get some peanuts? The chances of being involved in a car crash are far greater than lightning strikes and plane crashes. And if you are texting while driving, your risk of crash increases 23 times. Now, I may be an unlucky guy, but I don't have to be part of that statistic, and neither do you. Drive responsibly.
Maple Springs Road in the Cleveland National Forest is reopened for explorers to enjoy. Cal State Fullerton students and alumni visited the reopening. Reporter Christina Massari has more on the story.
Almost all students understand how stressful this semester can become. Cal State Fullerton alum Kyle Lay's solution for this is to pack up his 4x4 and head out to Maple Springs Trail for some off-roading and relaxation with friends.
I've been coming up here for years. Saddleback Peak has some of the best views in Orange County. Escape studying and just go out and have a good time for a little bit.
Maple Springs Road recently reopened on September 9th after a 2-year closure due to a fire in September of 2014 in the Cleveland National Forest. The fire burned 968 acres of land and was started by a metal sheeting from a small garden which ignited after reflecting in the sun.
The Cleveland National Forest Ranger Department has given Maple Springs Road 2 full years for the area's natural vegetation and habitats to stabilize. The road was scheduled to reopen October 1st, but the Rangers decided to secretly reopen it early to try to suppress traffic for opening day.
Off-road enthusiasts are excited for the reopening because Maple Springs Road is one of only 2 OHV-friendly trails in Orange County. Maple Springs Road leads to Santiago Peak, where explorers can see striking views of Orange County and as far out as Catalina Island. The top of the peak features sighting tubes, which act as makeshift telescopes thanks to the Eagle Scouts who designed and placed the tubes. Hikers, mountain bikes, dirt bikes, and four-wheel drive vehicles are all welcome to explore the trail and its beautiful scenery. Next time you need a survival method for semester stress, try getting outside in the fresh air on Maple Springs Road. I'm Christina Masseri for OC News.
That's all for today's show. Thanks for joining us on OC News. Don't forget to join us on social media. You can find OC News CSUF on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
You can always find reruns of our show on YouTube. Be sure to tune in for next week's episode.
I'm Robert Cavazos.
And I'm Jillian Salas. Have a great night, Fullerton.